Today I'm going to teach you how to make macrame feather earrings. In the kit that you received from the library, you should have 4 bundles of colored yarn, 2 of one color and 2 of another, as well as 4 ear wires. I gave you enough supplies to make 2 separate pairs of earrings. And also, if you don't happen to have a ruler handy at home, there's a ruler that was printed on the back side of the instructions that you can use. So let me move these ear wires out of the way so we can do that. And the first thing you want to do is take the bundle of yarn, and the first thing you cut is one 10-inch piece of yarn, and then 17 5-inch pieces. I know that seems like a lot, but we're going to use all of them. So then, once you've got those all cut up, you want to take the 10-inch and fold it in half. And then you're going to take one 5-inch. You're going to fold that also in half so that you can make what's called a lark knot. The easiest way to show you how to do that is you lay it like this, and then we're going to fold the cut ends down through and pull them out in this bottom loop so that it looks like this, and then go ahead and pull those tight. And that is going to be the bottom end of your feather earring. Now don't worry if your ends are a little bit uneven. Once we get all of the macrame knots knotted, we're going to be cutting quite a bit of this off. So don't worry about the ends being a little bit uneven. So the next thing I'm going to show you is how to do the fronds on the feather. So then you take another 5-inch piece, fold it in half, and we're going to put that one underneath the main string. Then you're going to take a second, and we want that to go out the other way. So we're going to loop that underneath this one, and then tuck the cut ends through the loop on this side. So this is what it looks like when it's halfway done. You see this loop is looped around the front here, and this loop is looped around the back. So I'm going to pull that down towards the bottom, kind of tighten it as I'm moving it down. Okay, and then we're going to take the next one. And we're going to place it underneath from the opposite side. And then I will take another piece, and we're going to do the loop like this, tuck the cut ends in under here, pull that, moving it down as we tighten. Again, don't worry about the ends. We're going to cut the ends once we get a little further. All right, I'll give you some time to go ahead and get the rest of your pieces knotted onto the string, and then I'll show you what it looks like. Okay, this is what it looks like once you have all your macrame knots tied onto here. Now, to get the feather effect, what we're actually going to do is take the strands of the yarn apart. Now, if you happen to have a dog grooming brush, you can use that. Otherwise, you can just use your fingernails to pull the strands apart. You just want to pull them apart so they're no longer wound together. And then kind of comb them out individually. And I'm going to give you a few minutes to go ahead and do that. Now, you want to comb out all of these ones down here, and these ones. But leave the original ones, because this is the part we're going to tie onto the earring up here. Okay, so this is what it looks like once all of the yarn is feathered out and taken apart. You kind of can comb it and shape it with your fingers. The next thing you're going to do is take a pair of scissors and cut it into whatever you want your feather to be. Remember that you can trim things off. So if you cut it the first time and think, oh, that's really big, or I don't really quite like that shape, you can definitely make adjustments. So we'll go ahead and cut this one into a feather shape. Brush that out of the way. I think that's a little wide at the top, so I'm gonna trim that some here. I've got it a little wide in the middle. Push out this bottom part here. Alright, so this is how I'm going to do my feather for this one. The next thing to do is to attach this to the ear wire. So what we're going to do is basically just tie it in a knot. This is one of the ear wires that's open. If you have one of the ear wires that is closed on the top, you just have to thread one of the ends through here. So then I'm going to tie it in a double knot just to make sure it stays. So then we're going to do the same thing with these. Just going to pull the strings apart. Okay, so this is what it looks like after you have the knot tied and we've feathered out the strings from the knot. So then again, you just take scissors and trim the string in line with the rest of your feathered yarn. And there we have a macrame feather earring. Now, if you want it to stay really specifically stiff in an exact pattern, you want to use something called fabric stiffener. You can buy it sometimes at Walmart or at like Joann Fabrics. It's something you spray on and it will just make this keep its shape very exactly. If you have any questions, give us a call at the library and we'll see if we can help. Thanks.